Greetings, guys and gals, to another Jabber, and I'm Jabberwock bringing you the KSL AHO. This is going to be the winner's match of Group C. Jabberwock, me, at the 12 o'clock, and at the 6 o'clock we have Vesper, the blue Terran. I'm playing purple protoss. And so, my opinion on the current situation of Starcraft is there's a lot of things that have gone on. The Pro League just started on the 16th of October, I believe. And so that's pretty exciting because we didn't know exactly what was going to go on with OGN and all of them talking to Greytech about pretty much StarCraft rights and if Brood War is included in that because Greytech got the rights from Blizzard, of course, and so really no one knows exactly what's going on, but anyways, apparently what happened was OGN was like, screw you, Greytech, we're doing Pro League, because Greytech wanted to delay Pro League until the negotiations were done, and that's kind of what happened. It looks like my Probe Scout is going to get in before this is blocked off. But anyways, so Pro League has started, and Eastro, I think, not Entis, but Eastro has dissolved completely. So Eastro is no longer a StarCraft Pro League team. And two teams, I think it's Height Sparkies and someone else, maybe CJ I'm not exactly sure, but they have combined, so they're like CJ Sparkies. I don't think it's CJ Antis, his SCV Scout going into the base as well. But anyways, so those two teams have joined together, and probably, as you guys know, a lot of StarCraft Brewer players are retiring, like Effort, and Effort has retired from StarCraft, unfortunately, and players like Boxer are moving to StarCraft 2. Boxer obviously in the GSL. My Probe Scout gonna die, but I've seen pretty much a lot of what's going on. Don't think I saw that orbital command going down, but I probably assumed so since it was a Terran player. Whoops, pause the game. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so a lot of stuff has happened, and Pro League is back, and we're just gonna see how long it goes on. And the first two teams to play are KT and SKT1, the teams from the final. I don't exactly know if that's always the case or what. And sorry if this is lagging, guys. It looks like my Pro is gonna be chasing this SUV, gonna get killed by the Zealots. Yep, does get killed by the Zealot. But I'm sorry if this is lagging. I'm rendering a video on Pinnacle at the same time, actually the earlier match, and so hopefully my computer doesn't blow up on me or anything like that. But other than that, and Flash commenting, what I wanted to comment on was Flash commenting on StarCraft 2 and Korean dominance, how it's not really dominated by Koreans right now, but it definitely will be once Koreans start playing the game a lot. And he also said that he's not going to be switching over to StarCraft 2, and he's going to be playing StarCraft 1 at least 5 more years, and that's pretty much a direct quote from him. And that's kind of peculiar because, in my opinion, in 5 years, no one is going to be really playing games in the same fashion. I think in 5 years, we're going to have a lot more virtual stuff, like the PlayStation Move and the Xbox Kinect, the Wii, stuff like that, and it'll be a lot more physically involved, I guess. So maybe RTSs will pertain to a virtual screen where you hand click things around, and I think that the way technology is going, that's definitely going to be happening in the next 5. So for him to say that, I think is a little bit ignorant. I think more than an actual factual statement, he was just saying that he's going to be sticking to Brood War. And that's good for him because, I mean, he's at the top. He won the MSL, the OSL, WCG, the Pro League. I mean, his team won the Pro League, rather. And he's just on a total roll. Flash is, as Moltrap would say, beat the multiplayer to StarCraft. I mean, he's got nothing else to do. And many people compare him to, to see if he's better than Boxer or whatnot, or Nada. And in my opinion, he's, the best of the best to ever be. He's kind of like Kobe Bryant or Peyton Manning. A lot of people compare Peyton to some of the greatest quarterbacks, and I think that Peyton is definitely the greatest. He's the new age. He knows a lot more stuff. I mean, I think that Flash right now could be Boxer or Nada in their prime. So back to the game, it looks like I'm putting maybe a little bit early pressure. That bunker there is definitely going to deter me, especially since the concussion shells are researched. It looks like combat shields also being researched, so bio build probably going to go down with a little bit of siege tank support. those siege tanks did get nerfed, although they still are pretty effective. And so I am going to have to build up a response to this. I'm going to be just chilling outside on this ramp here. Observers out, so obviously I have a robotics 3 gates, and I'm going for my expansion right now, you know, just trying to do a contain and pick up my expansion. On the other side here, Vesper has a bioball build, 3 barracks, has a fact going up, as well as an engineering base, so maybe gonna get turrets, probably for more of a research things, though my observer is gonna see all of this, as there are no missile turrets or any type of detection here. So far, tech lab going on that factory, so probably gonna go for some siege tanks. Just streaming in more forces, picking up my expansion. Content to stay at 3 gate, which I think is kind of, I don't know about that. I mean, 3 gate and 1 robotics is good, but I should probably be pumping out immortals at the same time. That's one thing that I'm not doing. I am doing a decent job of using my chrono boost, but not too well. Some more forces just streaming in here, and it looks like something got picked off. I think that might have been my observer. Probably. There is that missile turret there, so my observer probably just got picked off. I'm going to keep him a little bit closer to all my units. Don't know if a ghost is going to come out or not, because there is that tech lab. Haven't seen a lot, but I had seen the majority of the base, never scouted down here, so just in case, probably going to keep that observer a little bit close. The base, my natural, is done now, so I'm going to be able to, you know, transfer some probes and get my economy moving. If we look at the income tab, I'm a little bit ahead, not too much big engagement here. It looks like some of my units are going to gonna get picked off. Oh man, that was pretty terrible. And I'm gonna have to run my stalkers all the way back, and he's not gonna engage, surprisingly. He's gonna, you know, back off a little bit, which is, I think, the wrong move. I think he definitely should engage. I guess he doesn't exactly know what I have. Forge also down, so probably gonna build some cannons, but I'm really mineral starved. Don't have a lot of minerals. If you look at the resources tabs, both of us are doing a pretty good job of utilizing our minerals, both around the same supply count as well, but really I think that Forge could have used itself really effectively if they moved in. Stim is researched as well, so he's going to be able to stim up and go into my base. He probably is going to build a starport, which yes he did, and he's building a medevac just as we speak. Going to that Zelnaga watchtower, going to see if any of my forces are even close remotely in the area. My stalkers are just waiting for this force to come in. Twilight Council and another gateway going down, but this is really looking grim for me. I think I'm going to have to hold this army off, and it's going to be kind of hard. Immortal just warping in. The Mortal's probably going to get picked off, and yeah, he's focusing fire down on the Mortal. The Mortal does almost nothing, stimming his forces. That cannon's right there. Don't know exactly why he didn't engage there. He has that kind of low health, maybe waiting for the medevac. That's probably what he's doing, waiting for a medevac and more reinforcements, but I think he really could have taken me right there. And if we go back to the production tab, it looks like Blink is being researched by me, and he's getting his command center, probably going to build it in base. Yeah, so he's building his command center in the base, probably going to lift it off, put it either here, or kill off these rocks and put it at the high yield. Either one would be a viable option. My stalkers are just cowering behind this cannon right here, and really I don't know exactly what's going on. I think that I'm a little bit starved on gateways. I really should have 5 gateways up by now. With all the economy that I have going, I haven't picked up my gas yet. It looks like Vesper is going to move his army in to engage, and my stalkers are all just mashed up. This medevac, I don't know what it's doing. I guess it doesn't have energy, so it doesn't really matter anyways. But this, not doing such a good micro there. A little bit of bad micro. Looks like Immortal's going to come out, and that's going to be really good, because the Immortal's going to be able to do a ton of damage against these Bioball units. I'm morphing in more stalkers, and Vesper's force surprisingly goes down. Don't exactly know. I need to attack that Marauder there, and the Marauder goes down. Looks like Observer's going to go and try to scout out more of his base. But other than that, not much else going on. Command center going down to the natural expansion, which is what I pretty much thought, I guess. Weapons 1 being researched, and he's opting for some more bio ball units there, Marauders and Marines. He also has a siege tank out. Don't exactly know if he has siege mode yet. He does have siege mode. No, I don't know why I clicked on the barracks and looked for siege mode. He does not have siege mode yet, so I guess I just could have seen on the siege tank, but who knows. Good transfer of SCVs there. And he's bringing in mules as well to help out with the economy. So if we look at the income tab, I am still up actually. He's going to catch up pretty quickly. Yeah, you see him jump up a little bit because of those mules. I am up a ton on gas, almost twice, over twice as much actually. almost 3 times as much on gas, and that's kind of critical because right now we're in the mid game and gas is really important in the mid game, especially for protoss and terran. I mean, although Zerg does need a lot of gas too if they go Roach Hydra. That's kind of a gas intensive build right there. And it looks like I'm just going to be content to sit on top of this ridge here, knowing my observer is right there, going to be seeing the entire army, and probably just going to wait for reinforcements until I need to engage. Both of us are doing a really good job, actually, of utilizing our resources. God, I can't talk today. But mostly keeping it at 300 and below, which is pretty good. I mean, protoss, you can warp in units really fast, so it's not too bad if you have a little bit higher resource count. That missile turret's going to go up, and it's probably going to be able to kill my observer, though. Looks like a drop might be going on. He loaded up 2 medvacs worth of units and is probably going to go around drop on my mirror line. This is really bad, although I do have that cannon there, so that's pretty good. Looks like my forces are going to come in and engage, killing off the medevacs. My immortals are focusing fire on the siege tanks. The bio ball is going to go down, and this orbital command is going to be forced to lift up because I'm going to be able to take that out. These SUVs are going to get slaughtered, going to get killed, but no, they're not going to get slaughtered. They're going to be able to get away because I back up. I don't exactly know why I did that, to be honest. But anyways, I'm going to back up here. Probably could have moved in. This barracks is really the only thing against it. And then there is a siege tank, though. I probably could use an observer to spot, though. So doing a little bit of a retreat. I don't know exactly why I did that retreat there. Maybe, because I did pick up that those dropships were heading out. That's why. And see, I warped in some stalkers just in case to do some defense. Warping in more units. Going right by my mineral line at my main, just making sure that nothing fishy's going on. And I think I sent an observer up to that top corner there. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Just kind of doing a little bit of a funky patrol in front of my main and my natural expansion. I am upgrading charge as well as weapons 2, I believe. Yeah, weapons 2, getting an observer. He's going for more marines, and yeah, see, my observer is going around looking for those medvacs. I don't know why he hasn't dropped them in. Maybe he just completely forgot about them. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe he's going for a 2-pronged attack too. That could be another possibility. And if we look at the resources tab, I'm pretty far ahead of him. I'm at 107 supply to his 82, and that observer is going to be able to see those medvacs. Unfortunately, I don't have any air units, so I'm not going to be able to kill him. No Phoenix or anything like that, or Void Ray. But it looks as though I'm going to be able to kill off, or attempt to kill off, these destructible rocks here, so I can put another base at the high yield, building assimilators right as my probe gets there. And hopefully I'm going to be able to pick up this expansion. That'll be nice. But yeah, unfortunately, going back to the Starcraft situation, unfortunately, I think that Starcraft is dying. I think that this OSL and this MSL, I thought that the OSL switched to Starcraft 2, but I don't know if that's going to happen anymore just because of the gray tech thing. But I don't think that those are going to last very much longer on Starcraft. I think everyone's going to start switching over to Starcraft 2 just because of graphics and stuff like that, more of the internet scene. So anyways, my army looks like it's getting split up a little bit, and probably going to go for some defense here, maybe some harass. Not entirely sure why I just did that, but yeah, once I have my third base up, especially because it's a high yield, I'm going to be able to macro up a ton of forces, which is going to be really nice. His forces are just sitting right out his base. He's got that 1 siege tank and a ton of marines. Doesn't have any marauders. I don't exactly know why. Maybe he probably switched his tech lab with the Stargate, or Starport rather, getting that Raven out to get a point defense drone against my stalkers is probably what he was thinking. It looks like his forces are just going to barely miss mine. He goes on the ridge. I'm at the lower ridge here, and he's going to go in and attack my third base, which is going to be bad, and he's going to be able to take all this stuff out. I think I'm able to cancel those. I'm not entirely sure. Was that my forces are coming in. I need to focus fire on the siege tank. The siege tank goes down, and the Raven goes down. The medvac goes down, and so yeah, he dropped in my base. Gonna be able to take this out. Doesn't do too much damage. I knew that he was gonna come in. I warped in a few zealots, and that was that. Observer's still following that medevac around. But other than that, my force is gonna be moving in here, and this is probably GG just because I have so much units. Unless he gets a points defense showdown, that could be really bad. I need to focus down the Raven, and that's exactly what I do. Focus down the Raven, kill all the things. High Templar moving in as well. And GG coming from Vesper, and that's game, guys. So I advance, and Vesper is going to have to play Arnold in the final match of Group C. GG.